Hello and welcome to this first lecture on the new section on timely delivery of the construction project in this course, Master in Construction Management. So, in this particular section, we will give you a good view of how to deliver things on time. And there, in the beginning, we will talk about in this lecture how to ensure projects are completed within agreed timelines. So to deliver the project in time, you need to do two things. First, you need to ensure that the projects are completed within the agreed timeline. And in doing that, you need to proactively address delays through what is called contingency planning and adaptive schedule. So let's take a look at how to ensure projects are completed in time with the agreed timeline. Any thoughts on that? So, that making sure that your work is completed within agreed timelines is important for meeting client expectations, for optimizing your cost, and maintaining your reputation as a constructor. Now, what are the detailed things that you can do to achieve on time project completion? Let us take a look at that. So, the first thing you need to do, as we had talked right in the beginning, is to establish clear goals and deliverable. And there you need to define the objective, set clear, measurable goals and milestones for each phase of the project, break down the deliverables using WBS to outline tasks, subtasks, and dependencies. And in doing that, collaborate with clients, designers, constructors, contractors, and suppliers to align expectations. The second thing we have talked about this, how to do that is to develop a realistic schedule in which you need to have a detailed timeline where you can use scheduling tools like Microsoft Project, Primavera P6 or Smartsheet to create a comprehensive timeline. Identify critical paths, use the critical path method to highlight tasks that directly affects the project's duration. Set buffer periods. Include the contingency for high-level tasks, high-risk tasks to absorb unexpected delays, and prioritize tasks. Focus on key activities on critical path to project success. Then you conduct feasibility studies, and we talked about that earlier, and assess the risks. You assess constraint, evaluate potential obstacles like material shortages, labor availability, and site condition. Then you develop strategies to manage risks, such as sourcing alternative suppliers or backup labor teams, and use predictive tools to analyze the impact of delays and simulate solutions. Another thing you need to do to deliver project on time is to optimize resource allocation. And the three key resources for labor management, you need to ensure sufficient skilled labor is assigned for each phase, rotate teams to maintain productivity and avoid burnouts, synchronize material delivery with project timelines to prevent shortages or stockpiling, and schedule shared equipment to avoid conflicts and idle time. So that's how you can optimize resource allocation. Monitoring progress in real time is one critical part of delivering project on time, and there you need to use softwares like Procore, PlanGrid, or BIM 360 to track progress and identify delays, maintain daily logs to monitor work completion, address issues promptly, and provide stakeholders with progress dashboards for transparency. Ensure effective communication during the project work by regular meetings, conduct bi-weekly or weekly progress reviews to review with key team members, use platforms like, Slack, Teams or Asana for instant updates and discussion. Provide clear, concise reports highlighting progress, bottlenecks, and next steps. So like this, ensure effective communication. Implement agile and lean techniques. Divide work into sprints or smaller time frames on focused deliveries and adaptability. Eliminate waste in process to speed up project timeline using lean construction. Example, you reduce material handling or you can reduce idle time. Then maintain stakeholders accountability. And there, what you need to do is to as three things: assign responsibility by clearly defining roles for project managers, site supervisors, and contractors. Use contracts to include penalties for delays and incentive for early completion agreements. And regularly evaluate teams' performance and address underperformance. Proactively manage changes by using a change control process. Use a formal system to evaluate and approve any scope changes. Avoid adding unnecessary tasks or features without timeline adjustments. And ensure stakeholders understand how changes affect the schedules. So, proactively manage changes. Leverage advanced technologies like building information modeling (BIM) that simulates schedules and workflows to optimize task sequencing, IoT devices to monitor site condition and equipment usage to reduce time, and AI tools to predict delays and provide recommendations for schedule adjustments. Foster a collaborative work environment in implementing the project. Recognize and reward on-time task completion to boost morale. Address disputes quickly to prevent disruptions, and provide training to enhance productivity and skill levels. Evaluate and learn from past projects by doing post-project analysis, where you can review what worked and what caused delay in the past project. Document lessons learned and share them with your team, and update scheduling and risk management processes based on these insights that you get. Let's take a look at an example of timeline management. So you could, in the planning phase, develop a detailed schedule as we talked earlier that can help you get a realistic project timeline. You can assign you will need to assign labor and materials in the resource allocation phase to optimize resource usage, and monitor progress in real time while executing to detect delays in implementation. And finally, conduct weekly progress meetings to review and address issues proactively. What are the common challenges and solutions in this? So, one of the challenges is delays in material, and you could help resolve this by sourcing for multiple suppliers or maintaining buffer stock. Another is weather disruption. So you can schedule weather dependent tasks during the favorable season. And labor shortages is another challenge. You can build a reliable labor network and train backup teams. And changes in scope you can handle by implementing a strict change control process. So, what is next? So, next we will look at how to proactively address delays through contingency planning and adaptive scheduling. So, thank you so much for watching this first lecture on timely delivery in this course, Master in Construction Management. I hope you're continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions, and do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that you need.